can put your head over there and sniff the fumes coming out of those wells. You can throw a match in them and they'd ignite. That's how bad it was. That's criminal. That's way beyond. Oh, I didn't know. Ah, baloney, I don't. And when I hear people say, well, let them do it, they're the experts. Holy Christ! That's what's wrong with this country now, and as far as our environmental problems are. We let the expert, there is no experts. The only experts are the people that live next to these sites, that their children are dying, or they're sick, or they're dying. They have a hell of a cancer cluster on that reservation.
Why would somebody put a dump on top of a hill? Where is it going to go? I mean, it's going to go down. This is my daughter, Jennifer Sloan, and at 2.5 months old, she had breathing problems. It started actually at 3 days old. And when she was born, this is normal daughter, normal child, but 2 days after I had her, it started coming out, these little red marks. She was diagnosed with hemangiomas. They're tumors. And she has in her rectum, her vagina, in her stomach, on her legs, her ears, her mouth, her nose, her head, her arms, her legs.
Then that's the one the discoloration started. It started just with scar tissues at first. I noticed it on my hands at first, and well, it's hard to tell now because almost pure white, but it got to the point where I'm almost, as you can see, there's not just all scar tissues and these white parts around here. See, it's just, my body isn't developing the coloration like it used to.
From the dump, you have a runoff that goes into the other property, the runoff that comes in here, but when it runs off on the other property, that river is the same creek that comes down here. So either way, we're getting it from both sides. From what I understand, we had a meeting here 10 years ago, a meeting that they had a gentleman over there, his little baby had a big old lump. Some of the cows were deformed.
Indian people in general are not people to violate their mother, and that's exactly what's happened here. You know, we hold our mother sacred, and the earth is our grandmother. She is the life of all, you know, and it's a perfect system if she's left alone. If she's left to do what she's meant to do, and she's built herself up over eons, she's a perfect system. She just needs to be left alone. In the 1,000 years that my family's been here, we've never made a dump site. We've never made a toxic waste dump. All those things are foreign to us. This is a man-made pile of garbage.